Hello, RGL. Who is ready to kick off some Turbofest this weekend? I know I am. What's going on, y'all? This is Toad, and I get the luxury of starting this event off with some somewhat scary yet very awesome games here. They both are very similar in different ways. Not so much gameplay-wise, but structure. What's going on, y'all? Thank you for the warm welcome. This is Dungeon Explorer. It's actually up to 5 players, which is pretty great, especially for when it came out. But we will only be doing 1 player here. And I gotta say, I like this screen. I just want to show it off real quick because it just looks so pretty. Yo! What's going on, y'all? It's marathon time. Alright, let's see here. Let's get this underway, shall we? And go. Alright, so we're going to be the fighter in this game. Fighter is, as far as I know, the best class to speedrun in this game with. Because it is not only one of the fastest, but it is by far the strongest due to its magic spells. As you see, we picked up a white potion back there. There's white and black potions. Oop, that was not what I wanted to do at all. Fine. No big deal. But oh, that's what we want. Okay, so what we're looking for here in the beginning is black potions, and we actually got really lucky there. I am very happy with that. We got 2 black potions right away. They are by far the most important item in this run. They extend your damage extensively, so it's important. And the white potion gives you higher defense, which we're going to use on the first boss for safety. Here's the first boss. There goes the first boss. Alright, so we're going to take a little speed right away. It's going to be a little difference in this run than on your typical speed run, but I'm still going to try to do it as hurriedly as possible. But when I mentioned this and Kadash being similar, well, there's one very similar trait in that if you die, it's game over. So, we don't want to die. At least we're going to try our best not to. It's not the end of the world if it happens. If you game over in this, you actually get a password to go from where you left off, which, if that's the case, I'll use it. I shouldn't have to, but it's always nice to have a backup. But you get a password, and you just get to start off where you were, and then you continue on. But yeah, you don't want to die, and for more reasons than that, another reason you don't want to die, do you see all the temporary items I'm picking up off the ground? Let's see, we had that right here, that's speed up. That's a speed up. We're actually gonna switch over to the status screen here to show you all what I mean. So the agility stat down there is what I just picked up in that boot, and that raises my speed. And all these temporary speed ups I pick up off the ground will go away if I die. Which is bad. And they're gonna get play it safe here, use a white potion, get through here. And we want to, of course, take as many black potions as we can. 6 at this point is quite good. Yo, thank you so much for the support, everyone. We got RGL here, appreciate it. That was nice, actually. I don't ever get potions there, I don't know. Nuts. I believe it's RNG drops for the potions. I'm not 100% sure, because some of it is actually consistent. Okay, this is where the first change is going to come. So if you wait here, it actually changes colors and correlates to the specific stat you see below. And what I picked up there was actually a life upgrade. Normally in the speedrun, of course, and thankfully the game is just designed this way, the first gem that comes down is a yellow one, and that's the one that adds your agility, which adds your speed. So in speedrun purposes, you just want to grab that gem pretty much immediately every time, and you'll max out your speed, and you'll go zoom, zoom, vroom, vroom. But the next part of this run is the most dangerous part of the entire run, so we're going to take a little bit of an HP boost beforehand. And of course, you look like a train when you're chugging along here. I love it. I love the animation. Look at the shoulder roll here. Look at the shoulder roll! Ah! Alright. So this is mostly going to be a boss rush as well, which is... I think this game lends itself very well to speedrunning just the way it's designed. You get super fast by picking up the things you kill from the bosses. And it just works so well, because you actually get really fast. It's pretty great. We'll get there at some point. Alright, so here's the worst part. So we have to kill all these statues. And it may not seem like a big deal, but when you have to dodge all this junk, all those little hits add up real fast. Now, normally you'd want to use a black potion here to speed things up as fast as possible. But you also take a lot more damage. Definitely kill that. I'll explain that in a second. It's just way safer here to use a white potion, because you get down to taking one damage per hit instead of 4. Or even more, depending on the enemy that hits you. So you really want a white potion here. But that item that just dropped back there, that mirror, gives you reflective shot, which means your shots bounce off the walls. Ooh, that's a nice drop. That was a attack boost, which is very helpful. We're gonna go straight white potion here, because I just don't... Ooh. So that did hit me for 3 even with the white potion. That's why it's important to play this part safe. No. If that thing hits you, it does massive amounts of damage, so you gotta look out for that. But yeah, that reflective mirror, it reflects your shot off walls, and you can only actually have 2 swords on the screen at once. So it kind of is a waste. Alright, we're also going to take health again. That was the hardest part of the run. Honestly, after that, I am 1,000 times less anxious about this run. That area is brutal. And even when you pick the early HP, it's only 6 more hit points. So unless you have the white potions deal with it, it's really not a whole lot of extra points. So that's the hard part. So hopefully, you know, knock on all the wood, run should be fine from here on out. But yeah, again, runs like this, it's scary because all the temporary items I pick up will go away if I die once. I have 5 lives, but all the temporary items will go away. Now here's another marathon safe strat. This little dude hits you hard, goes really slowly. You can run around him. They can poison you, which is another thing in this run that sucks, because poison actually slows you down, which really sucks. But we're going to be safe here. 2 reasons, and the second reason we are is because you get a gem from this, so we can raise our health again. And we're going to do that at least 1 more time. It's good to have more health in this game. It, like, after learning to marathon run this game, like, it's so much easier to beat this game when you have 300 plus health than the very minute amount you have if you're just blitzing through the game as fast as you can. As speedruns tend to do. But we have 4 black potions. Black potions, again, are far, far, far more important than the white potions. The white potions are very helpful for getting you out of certain situations, especially that one back there. But the black potions are going to have you kill bosses way faster. So it also takes a lot of pressure off in the end. And as far as I know, these drops, again, they're kind of random, but I feel like some screens, like, it might just be screen-based and, like, frame-based. And so it's just really hard to manipulate, but I can't confirm. Either way, you're kind of just hoping for potions on most of this run. So that's why you gotta kill as you kind of go along, and maybe even kill a little extra. Maybe, if it comes to the worst, farming at a spot, I don't think we're going to need to, because we have a decent amount of black potions, which is nice. We're gonna just take the speed from this boss when we're done with it. To use that black potion right before we go in. Another boss here. You're gonna see how fast this boss just kind of crumbles to, if I can hit it. There we go. So we're gonna take the speed here. As you can see, our agility and attack stack are pretty equal. When I came back to this game, to de-rusted and learned for this marathon. I actually did de-rust it, eventually take the record back. I learned a couple new strats that I implemented. And I think Maxis Mozart, within the last week or two, beat the record again. So, y'all jump on the speedrun train that is this game, please. It's so fun to speedrun. And there's so much more to figure out. Alright, that ring is not something I really wanted at the moment. It's not a big deal. What it does is enemies can't see you, basically, so they wander randomly instead of at you, depending on whatever their specific AI coding is. But yeah, it's useful in some places when you want to not get shot or whatnot, but not so much in situations where you're trying to farm potions. This is usually a potion or a den for white potions, so there's one right there. Yeah, alright. Can we get one right here too? No, that's fine. Again, it's just nice to have protection. Normally here we only have about 80 health, but right now we have like almost 120, so we are doing quite fine. So which means we can kind of hurry through this with no issues. And right, this next boss coming up is the worst, maybe one of the worst designed bosses ever. It's gonna look stupid, but unless you're the elf or the fighter with enough speed, you actually can't run away from that boss. It will catch up to you and just hit you. It's horrible. Like, it's terrible with, like, any other class in the game. Really poorly designed, but it's, you know, it's one boss. What can you do? Alright, so we are flying now. This is going to be our last hit point spot that we're going to be snagging coming up here. Oop. And some more speed. I'm going to use the white potion here. That's an excellent drop right there. Please just don't poison me. Okay. Those yellow orbs, I'm so scared they're gonna poison me, which isn't really a big deal in this run. It's an absolute killer in an RTA attempt. And now look at this. You remember the other one from earlier? Normally we'd go around this one, but for the marathon, we'll take about 10 seconds to come here, kill it, get another health upgrade, and feel a lot more confident finishing this run. So again, one death is pretty monumentally bad in this run. Alright, so we're gonna wait for the life gem again, the stamina. There we go. That's also refills our health each time, which is nice. Now we're gonna use a black potion. What did I pick up back there? Okay, it was a reflective shot, thankfully. I heard the jingle, I just didn't see what I picked up. And here we got a nice little boss who becomes a little less nice the more you hit it. And then, yeah, and away we go. Boss down. And the interesting part about this game is they really packed a lot of ways to go back. And this is where, again, Kadash and this game have a lot of similarities. Because there's kind of like just backtracking built into the levels. Ow, don't poison me, thank you. And we're gonna use a potion here to get through this screen because this is one of the more dangerous screens. Mostly because of the dwarfs. The dwarfs that come out and throw the axes take 2 hits and hit pretty hard. Again, normally I'd have significantly less health here, so I'm not nearly as worried. And yeah, we're fine. We're very low on potions overall at the moment, but that's not the biggest concern. I will find more potions as I go along, and of course there are potions that just levels laying around, like I found there. Oof, look at that. Found a black potion on the way down, that's great. That will help us immensely. There we go. Now just again, You pop black potions to get through certain part of levels a lot easier. I just find it way easier to deal with all these things when you can just kill them. Even if using a black potion at this time maybe not the best. But honestly, like, if you're just gunning for good RNG, you just gotta hope to get it where you can. Use another one here, because it's boss time. I have so much health at this point that I can just kind of tank this boss, which is nice. I don't normally have this much health. Alright, so we're gonna actually wait for the attack gem here, because it takes like 2 seconds and we get a major upgrade to something. Look how fast we're going, by the way. Choo-choo! And it'll just be helpful overall in the rest of the run. Alright. We're gonna use the white potion here, so I don't have a whole lot of black potions. Take it a little bit slower, just because I want to see if I can find a black potion here. Fudge. Okay, so there's one thing I forgot to mention. You can blow up potions by accident, which happens a lot. Because you get so powerful. That's one of the downsides of this game. Is you can just blow up potions. And by the way, this boss, literally always the top left spawn. Every single time. It does not fail. Alright, we are potionless, which is not great. Hopefully we find some potions soon. But yeah, that boss, like, I like the idea of the random spawning, but it's not random. It's not random at all. It's always the top left one. So there's RNG in this. I don't understand why that boss isn't RNG. It just isn't. Okay, we could have a little more speed at this point. My biggest concern is the lack of any potions. I want a white potion. This is one of the parts where a white potion would be useful. Hopefully we find one shortly. Ow. But yeah, the backtracking in this that's kind of coded in, as I was mentioning earlier. Kadash has that same thing, and we're going to actually abuse it in that one much more than this one. Well, we're going to abuse it in one area, and we'll talk about the other 2 areas that we can. Oh, jeez. Yeah, see, this is where it's a suck. Thank you. Holy crap. Whew, okay. I just needed a white potion to get through some of here, because these little, like, firefly things will just eat you alive. There we go. Oh yeah, the intelligence stat actually makes your magic last longer, which is nice. Alright, so we got another boss here, which is as simple as using a black potion and murdering it. Okay, we don't need any more attack upgrades, actually. We're just going to grab the gems as they come along. The only thing we need at this point are potions. Thankfully, this is the one area that really doesn't need either potion, even for the boss, because the boss is pretty simple. But I would like some potions for... get there. For the future, possible. White potion's not too bad. At least it's something. It's helpful. Getting a little bad about the potion RNG late in this run. But yeah, if you could just get this corner and then rain death upon this dragon. I'd really like a black potion for the next boss at least. I should be able to at least get one. Alright, I'm pretty sure we're maxed on speed at this point as well. Whee! Remember this place from earlier? This is another place where they backtrack to that you can use. It's a nice usage of how much lack of storage I'm sure they had to work with. Game space availability. Alright, so we got 1 white potion, 0 black potions, but 286 hit points, and a dream. Oop. Let's go. Wait, what? Alright. not know you could actually just walk past those things there. It needs to be right on the right pixel line. But usually they just die so fast. It's not a big deal. But hey, we got our first stair maze, first and only stair/door maze of the game. And this one is pretty simple, thankfully. Most of its windiness is in the beginning. But I'm never a big fan of these kind of puzzles. I think they're kind of cheap. For bad reasons. But what can you do? Just my opinion. So there's a couple of things that you can run past there. Even in the speedrun, it's almost not worth it because it's so little time to just sit there and shoot them. And they do immense amounts of damage if they touch you. Yeah, no black potion here is going to suck, but at the same time, this boss is very hard. Normally, you'd be able to kill these things without needing the extra round, and you only need to keep one alive. As you can see now, I can just hit the center. No problem. Alright, there we go. But again, no black potion made that much longer than it needed to be. Trial and error puzzles, yeah. Big pain in the butt. Alright, give me black potion, please. I need it. The next boss kinda demands one. Alright, so we're gonna be there a while. We'll be using a white potion here, though. Because this place can get very damaging. But thankfully, again, we have all this extra hit points to use. Alright, 2 more white potions. Something. I mean, I'd rather have white potions than no potions. I can survive on white potions. Our speed upgrade, but we are at max, so they won't let us pick it up at this point. Oop, we're gonna head and grab that, refill our health, do a little enemy manipulating, get around him here. So we don't take many hits. Good, we only took a hit, not too shabby. Yeah, remember those smoke things that do tons of damage? Ah, that's not good. See, if I had a black potion here, I would not have been stuck trying to kill that thing. I'd have been able to get through here quickly. Fortunately, I did not. Fortunately, I have a white potion, and this boss isn't that hard to stay away from. But this boss can poison you and takes a crap ton of hits, is the major issue. Even with the white potion on, I still take 9 damage. It's a scary boss. But the white potions might be able to save us here, because if we can just get to the fight, we'll be okay. Perfect. Yo, let's go. We're even gonna take the life gem. 2 bosses to go, y'all. Alright, gonna pick this up. This is the item we've been looking for. This man's name is Judas, by the way. I'm sure there's no implications about that, but that character's been Judas. They've been helping you this whole time. And now that we found the item, we gotta go deliver it to the king, and we've saved the day. Such a great game. Oh my god, the king was evil! Who could have saw this coming? A king called Natas, or N-A-T-A-S, with a servant called Judas. Who could see this coming? I couldn't. This is really unfortunate not having a white potion here, because this is a good place to blitz through as fast as you can. But we're gonna see how we can do anyways here. And you can't really blitz ASAP with... Oop. Perfect! Perfect! Let's go! Get out of my way. Alright, so I got a potion, and we're zooming. Need to go this way, thank you, get him away, there we go. And this is a strat I figured out when I picked up the game again. If you just tuck yourself in here, old Judas doesn't know what to do. And that's that boss. And now we're on to the final boss of the game. Alright, we're probably going to die in here, but at this point dying doesn't really make a difference. We're so close to the end of the game that even if we lose all of our base items, it's not a big deal. We did find a black potion in here though. We're gonna use it. Because it's just so much quicker to get through here. And we found another one, so that's excellent actually. That is excellent. Hello. Why not? Let's use it again. I think we got just all... Normally you need 3 black magic potions to get through here. And we got 3 drops, which is pretty great. Really great, honestly. Okay, what we're gonna do here is take these out. And we're gonna come up here, use our last potion. And it's the final boss! It's the King of Evil! And that is Dungeon Explorer, everyone. An amazingly fun game on the TurboGrafx. I think they took Gauntlet and just expanded on the formula and made it so great. This is an excellent game. Yo, thank you all for the GGs. Much appreciated. And it's got some pretty fun credits. I'm not gonna stay on the credits for too long, but this game definitely has some fun credits, and the TurboGrafx, honestly, as a whole, has some just really fun Easter egg credit. The TurboGrafx should not have been unknown as it is, and this is why I love this marathon, because there's just so much to unpack that the TurboGrafx has. Alright. That was game 1. Dungeon Explorer. Love it to death. Highly suggest if you're looking for a speed game, it's a very easy one to learn. You just gotta basically know where to run. and smash things with Warrior Sword. Alright. Let's go over there, and I will be right back with our next game.